I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, July the 9th, 2015. Israel lifted a gag order today, revealing that two Israeli citizens who apparently entered Gaza of their own accord are being held there by terror group Hamas. 29-year-old Avram Mengistu from Ashkelon left his home on September the 8th of 2014 and crossed the border into Gaza. His family has described him as being, quote, unwell. And an unidentified Bedouin Israeli resident of the south also reportedly entered the Strip a few months ago. His family, according to the Times of Israel, said that he is mentally unstable. Neither men have returned from Gaza. Israel said Hamas is now spreading disinformation, claiming it released Mengistu after interrogating him. Israel rejects this version of events and believes they are still holding the young man. Further information about the two Israelis remains unclear. Israeli Defense Minister Moshe Ya'alon said Israel was doing its best to bring the two home. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu also said that Israel was continuously working for the return of the two and that Israel holds Hamas responsible for their well-being, and called on the international community, which he said, quote, expresses its concern for the humanitarian situation in Gaza, to issue a clear call for the release and return of the civilians. Jewish community leaders met yesterday in Washington, D.C. with U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security Jay Johnson and Deputy Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas in order to address security issues and keeping communities safe. The meeting was part of ongoing efforts of the department to partner with faith-based and community organizations, as well as with state and local officials, to empower local communities and protect them from the threats of violent extremism. Jewish groups are calling on the president of Argentina to stop using offensive anti-Semitic stereotypes. Argentinian President Cristina Fernández de Kirchner recently visited an elementary school in Argentina where she recommended to the students they read The Merchant of Venice to better understand vulture funds and the country's economic troubles. She also tweeted the remarks. National Director of the Anti-Defamation League, Abe Foxman, said the ADL was greatly concerned over de Kirchner's remarks. He said The Merchant of Venice, with its nefarious character Shylock, reinforces stereotypes of Jews and present them as money-hungry, conniving, and cruel. And by suggesting students to study this play, she is sending a message to Argentina's youth that Jews are somehow connected to the economic woes of her country. The Argentine Jewish political umbrella DAIA also criticized de Kirchner's remarks. Another large group of new immigrants, or Olim, will depart JFK Airport on Monday for Israel. The 221 new Olim from the U.S. and Canada will board the Nefesh B'Nefesh charter flight from 14 states in the U.S., the District of Columbia, and 4 provinces across Canada. In a flight organized in collaboration with Israel's Ministry of Aliyah and Immigrant Absorption, the Jewish Agency for Israel, Karen Kayemet LeYisrael, and Jewish National Fund USA. Veteran Jewish Hollywood producer Jerry Weintraub has died. Weintraub is best known for producing such films as Nashville, The Karate Kid, and the Ocean's 11 franchise. Weintraub was also a known philanthropist, donating to many charities, and in 1988, the American Friends of Hebrew University awarded him the Scopus Award in gratitude for his support. He died on Monday at the age of 77. U2 frontman Bono took a moment to honor former Israeli President Shimon Peres during the Irish rock band's concert in Toronto Monday night. Just before performing their song One, the singer said he was dedicating the song to Peres, who was in the audience. Bono thanked Peres for his efforts to try to bring peace to the Middle East region and urged him not to give up hope.
And we understand, President Peres, that you have tried to be the voice of reason, that you dedicated a lot of your life, all of your life, to trying to bring peace in this really dangerous region. Age 92, we know we can count on you.
The two also spoke backstage after the concert, where Peres told Bono he was a great voice of peace. And taking a look now at our programming for tonight, Thursday, July the 9th. More of JBS's exclusive coverage of Culture Fest 2015. At 7 o'clock, Israel's First Lady of Yiddish Theater, Leah Koenig, performs a one-woman concert. And at 8 o'clock, star of stage and screen Ron Rifkin performs an evening of Jewish songs with fellow veteran performers Joel Gray and Deborah Monk, both shows from Joe's Pub in New York City. Then at 9 tonight, Mark Golub sits down with General Manager of the New Fund for Cinema and Television of Israel, Dorit Inbar, who talks about her career and about being a foster parent. And at 10 o'clock, Ilana Stein-Hahn of the Shalom Hartman Institute of North America discusses religious views on warfare. And coming up right after this newscast tonight, Mark Golub speaks with President and CEO of the Jewish Federations of North America, Jerry Silverman, about the Knesset's decision to abolish the reforms in Israel's conversion process and to return power to the ultra-Orthodox chief rabbinate. That's tonight on JBS and jbstv.org. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, July the 9th, 2015. I'm Teisha Bader.